Alright guys, right after carefully considering how mostly bad the last season has been, despite of having quite interesting cards coming back, there have been some things that, seeing how Gameloft dealt with them, are worth talking about in a video, so here I am. Today I will be explaining to you all guys some of the signs that incline me to believe that Gameloft is once again well set to begin using the Asphalt 8 playbook for all the upcoming years of Asphalt Legends updates, leading to its eventual collapse for the reasons I will get to explain on today's video. So with nothing else to add, let's get straight into it. I think we all can agree that these days Gameloft is nothing but a shadow of what it used to be, from one of the largest, most innovative and influential gaming companies on mobile devices, to the present day this is a company being financially held by a few big games which can't be compared to the peak content this company used to create. The developers and most employees on these studios are not the ones to blame, however, since it has been a well-documented situation, the fact that Gameloft rotates personnel quite often, and they have been closing a few of their studios in the last few years. In their corporate language, they will never acknowledge the elephant in the room, which is basically the image you are seeing on screen right now. In just 6 years, Gameloft went from earning nearly $200 million per year to see an almost 84% decline, all the way down to the $31 million the company earned from mobile devices on the year 2025. From 2024 to 2025 alone, the earnings collapsed by a whopping 48%, from almost 60 million US dollars to the 31 millions the company earned from mobile on 2025. This image by itself should be a clear example that there are some things that definitely should be corrected in regards to how they handle their games, because it's real that the way they are doing things correctly are leading to a constant decrease on their revenues. And it's not me saying this, but Statista, which is a global data and business intelligence platform with backed data that is clearly showing worrying signs in regards to Gameloft earnings. There have been some changes I got to appreciate from the Gameloft game I played the most. This is Asphalt Legends. As someone who has been playing mobile games for quite a while, I used to think that the maximum price you could pay for an in-game purchase was $100, euros, or an equivalent amount of a different currency. Well, on the last year I started seeing something I swear I had rarely seen before on any other mobile game. Items and offers that had prices of well beyond $200 once you included taxes. And yes, you are right, all of that was happening on the Asphalt Legends store, which I used to frequent quite often. Since I don't hide what I have done, and I through my life as an Asphalt Legend player, I have spent a ton of money to get the progress I have nowadays, one way or another. However, I will never pay $200 for a single offer within this game, and I am telling you all guys right now, I haven't seen anyone purchasing one of these $200 offers since those were introduced, and I have been on this community for quite a few years. But why would they release more expensive offers instead of releasing some cheaper, more interesting ones? Well, let me break it down to you. If you are a game developer and you want to make your games available for people to download them on the main stores, such as the Apple Store, the Google Play Store, Steam, and so on, most of these stores have what it's commonly called the 30% tax, which is basically means that they take the 30% of value from each purchase people make on your games, since you have uploaded your game on their platforms and they have given you the opportunity to access a global audience. Well, if you put a price of $10 on a product within your game, the store will get $3 and you will get to keep $7. However, if you list an item for $200, sure, the stores will keep $60 or even more, but you will get to keep $100 more or less before taxes and whatnot. All it takes is one single player to purchase that $200 items for you to earn as much as 20 people purchasing a smaller pass. And as we could see from their earnings graph, they will not allow a single dollar to be left to chance. Hence why they have been including those nonsensically expensive offers through the last few years. But wait, because there is even more. As a result of the Epic Games versus Apple legal battle, app developers got the chance to make a store outside the official ones in order to sell products to their customers without having to pay the 30% tax that I just mentioned. Well, many developers did their own stores like Supercell, Epic Games, and of course, and at last but not least, Gameloft obviously had to make a separate store to try and gather some extra bucks. Every dollar matters, but you know what? All these external storefronts offer a bit cheaper prices to their customers in order to encourage people to spend there rather than on the game shops. But Gameloft, aside from giving minuscule discounts, made sure to offer even more expensive deals just in case someone falls for them. This basically shows up yet another attempt to not to leave a single dollar out of reach, because it's not me the one saying that the situation is grim. Hard cold facts back the current scenario. And listen, I am the first one that should be back in Gameloft. At the end of the day, if this company sinks, it's more than likely that the game whose gameplay I upload to my YouTube channel will disappear as well. But guys, at this point I have realized that there is no chance to stop this train from crashing into a ditch. When it comes to make tough decisions that might definitely help them out of situations like the one they are facing, Gameloft just barely moves, maybe doing something months before the end where it barely matters and the damage has already been done. It happened to Asphalt 8, and I am afraid it will inevitably happen to Asphalt Legends and all the remaining profitable games from this company, assuming Gameloft gets, enough money to keep running their mobile division. Their last projects have led to basically nothing, and I am getting more and more messages from people who basically agree in the fact that even Asphalt Legends updates are starting to feel stagnant, with a bunch of filler cards, maybe a couple of decent ones, some fake kings, and repeat once again. All of this on a game where there are way too many cards, and it's getting harder and harder to sell people the new cards just to play on a multiplayer that is getting harder and harder to progress through because less and less people like to play it. As the cherry on top, the behaviors we are getting the chance to experience from Gameloft have never been this unprofessional, from baiting players into believing that the Hennessy Venom packs would arrive, to adding a coin Jesco Absolute key on a stage within a special event where they later remove it from, helps with nothing but to make more and more players quit. To any of you guys who might be considering to make any sort of movement against Gameloft or something like that, let me just clarify that it's not possible for two main reasons. First of all, only a minuscule percentage of the current active players on their games are present on social media, so it's impossible to make any significant actions when only a small percentage of the community would follow a movement. And second of all, because it's just not necessary at all. Look at the graph. Gameloft earnings are falling without any real movement against them. Their sole incompetence is inevitably leading them to their demise, so it's just a matter of time until the earnings shrink enough that something will happen. I got the chance to experience all of this back on my Asphalt 8 days, and I know where all of this will end. So as for now, you all can enjoy the game you play from this company while they last, because unless they do something they have never done before, this is taking a significantly friendlier approach towards pricing on their games, Gameloft is well set to eventually disappear. If any of you all guys have any hopes that they will listen and change, well, good luck with that, because at this point of the story I don't think there is any chance they will change course. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, make sure to drop your massive like and subscribe in order to miss absolutely anything about Asphalt Legends. Goodbye guys.